chiquito hacer pa' mi placa. Balota mi mita mata.
Yo, what's up, my subscribers? What's up? What's going? It's been a couple of days or more, give or tell. This is like an update video since I didn't make no videos after I installed the turbo. Yeah, that's right. I installed the turbo that I got from the dude that said it was only smoking. So mildly smoking, you couldn't, it's barely noticeable. So yeah, it was janked. Turbo was janked. This is the second time I decided to buy a CT9 from a dude secondhand, and I thought this was gonna be different. Boy, was I wrong. So here's what happened. When I went to my friend's house for him to help me, since he can weld, his uncle can weld the fitting where the oil feed and drain both is, and yeah, so I started removing the intake pipes, airbox, manifold, exhaust pipe, anything that gets in the way of me installing it. So yeah, I had to fiddle with the fitting. His uncle had to weld the bung for me. So yeah, he welded. We put the turbo on and everything. First startup. Well, this the first time just installed it, just to see how things is. We started up. It's just mildly start smoking, but it was leaking at the fitting. The feet. So it was getting dark, and we can barely see anything when it turns dark. So we decided, put everything back. We're gonna try the next day. So got there the next day early. Yeah, early. So yeah, my friend was busy doing some errands, so I had to do it by myself. So, but he let his uncle re-weld it also from the inside, and also he flattened it out. So he put silicone on it, let it dry and stuff. So I got there, took everything off again, put everything on, tighten everything that's supposed to be tightened, where everything's supposed to be, and all. Start the car up, went under the car to check it out if it's leaking. No leaks from the fitting. No leak whatsoever. So it was a little smoke coming out of the exhaust. I was like, a little smoke. I can live with a little smoke. But then it's like, but then I'm seeing oil running, dripping from the exhaust, from the downpipe. I'm like, what? The first turbo jank CT9 that I got was only smoking. It wasn't leaking or dripping from the downpipe. So I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like, what? Nah, man. So I decided, maybe that's, I don't know. I was really trying to be very, very, very optimistic about it, but yeah, nope, nope. I just decided, to back up the car, just giving small throttle. The smoke literally became worse and worse and worse until I felt like I was at a rock concert. smoke screen, everything. I'm like, what is going on? So I decided, I give the car a few rev. Well, behold, it did the same thing the first one that I got did. So yeah. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. Just leave it like, take it off. If I have time, I have time. If I have, this, to do it again, I'll do it again. So I decided to shift my focus to the Civic. That's why I posted the video of me driving the Civic. It's a very small video. The Civic is turbo. The Civic needs just gasket, because in the video, if you guys hear in the video, it's like it's big exhaust lead. That's because I just want me and my friend was just wanted to get the turbo all situated, meaning turbo, see if it drives. So I gotta get gaskets for it, injectors, all the fuel system, all the gotta get a better clutch. I will, for this car, I'll be happy if the car just made 150, 180 ish. I highly doubt it because it's a D13B. But if it makes 180, 185, I'm very optimistic there. So I'm thinking of going Honda. Yeah. Oh yeah, and also I gotta get a map sensor, and also, well, enough about the Civic, but a few parts is coming. In this, I'm trying to make these videos. I'm trying to get these parts for the Civic to make some videos, some content. But you know what? Sometimes it's very hard, but we're gonna get it done. But back to the video of the starlet. So here I am. You know what? So I was like, since one time I went to look for stuff in my car stuff, all parts I have laying around, and I remembered, and I saw the two C212 from a Supra that a friend just gave me, and I looked at it. There was no grease that stays over time. Maybe that's oil that stays and becomes grease. It doesn't have that, and it has the same. It's literally the same. It has the same feed and drain as a CT9. So I decided, if it's basically the same, maybe it could fit. So I just gone and did my research. It says you can do it. The exhaust and compressor housing are basically the same. You just need the center of the turbo, where the turbine is. You just need to use that of the CT12. You can use this. Well, that's what I saw, and to confirm my what I've searched, I asked a friend that also has a starlet. He used to have a CT. Oh, he used to have a T324, but since that forced him not to remove his AC, so he removed the T3 and went back, and he went to a smaller turbo so he can get the AC back. So he basically did what I searched and saw. He literally grabbed the center of the CT12 and used the compressor housing of the CT9, exhaust and downpipe of the CT9 with the actuator, the wastegate actuator of the CT9. Bolted up. It runs and drive, what he told me. But he says it's not as quick as the CT9 because the turbine wheel is the CT12 turbine wheel is a little bit bigger, meaning, with bigger turbos, it takes more time to spool up. So, but when it spools up, it moves. So it's like a hybrid, meaning, and I also searched the CT9 hybrid. It's basically almost like the same as a CT12. So I'm like, and it said, my friend told me that's exactly what I did. So I'm like, I got this CT12, I got that janked up, CT9 setup. So why not try and do it? So yeah, why not? So, but tomorrow I'm gonna have to go get it from my friend because I left because I was so down. Well, not down, like, you know what? Pause with that. For one moment. So tomorrow I'm gonna go get it. When I'm get off work, I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna start try to test fit everything. If it fit, if it's I'm this type of person. Although I see it on the internet, I searched for it hundreds of times. Even a friend told me he did it. It's best to always do it yourself, to see it with your own eyes. I'm a person, I need to see it to believe it, and that's why I'm gonna do it myself. If it fits, if the turbine wheel spins with no rubbing against the housing, yeah, the weekend I'll maybe try to turbo it again. But at the back of my mind still remains, I'm two turbos in, two CT9 turbos in of trying to turbo this starlet. Like the first one,
Azi nombri tata anto salikas Sonho nada grande anto dingo yeganam Hero se arriba mina que quita mi paz A mí con mi Dios mi no te trago Satanás Hero se arriba mina que quita mi paz A mí con mi Dios mi no te trago Satanás A mí minda trago Satanás A mí minda trago capataz Mari paraku bota riba tira punha tortura gone magatawa Pero me tem tempo pra me gasta mais Se tá rodimento, minta hala atrás Me te roupa nervo de pa dengue Coita cuxina e minta clapa saca slá Riba movi chão, riba ativa Botin chela si, bota firewa Ao dia bosa quente quem que me miogo Lego maio egi palota Maneta mucho miogo vai comportar Cota passa bota puntra comportar Traturo pa mi conan ponta mira na mi cara Nega mi ta bolso da Real niggas ta tiki ta poco wa Yen stem ta core de mi coco swa No ta papi obi pero ti mi scotchi tinge Copa losse coita porota Tiene ta busca na morto wa Mente swag nanda fofo wa Ma cai sakte de fondo swa Pero landa back pini pronto wa Quiero sea na que quita mi paz Sonha na core com pipa mi tras Polícia pula pari Ba em valma nem criminal Nanga listra mi gas Pero a mi bombo intimidar Na raia nada pa não quebra mi gas Mita que interessa pa mi libro Foi problema pa mi dar me biba na paz Assim nombre tata anto salikas Sonho nada grande anto dingo yeganam Hero se arriba mina que quita mi paz A mí con mi Dios mi no te trago Satanás
if it happens,
Hero se arriba mina que quita mi paz A mí con mi Dios mi no te trago Satanás
Dios mi no potraco Satanás Dia mi tapini minha lanta foi mi casa Eu me não assim é de nunca de Satanás Assim é de mi Deus não tem dois Essa meta bless but I hate me no fake Kuli rin bandi mi nasa timi mi ta straight A mi no polite que remi mi polite to you A mi no que babo hasti te sing to me Mi te queda tutte dia mi capatata Asa pombo mi ta riba e capa A mi no pokai ni si postan me stan beke Nasa mi ta pini di wandorieta umbe Mi ta papia, mi ta visa, ma visa Si mi estima, si ma estima, ma estima No mi cuida, mi familia, mi mía
Assim nombre tata anto salikas Sonho nada grande anto dingo yeganam Hero se arriba mina que quita paz. A mí con mi Dios mi no te trago Satanás.
Valutami mi tomata. Satanás se que mi alma.
Yep, I did it again. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? So yeah, that's the update for the starlet, and y'all. I'm really I'm crossing my fingers, bro. I'm crossing my goddamn fingers, hoping that the hybrid I'm about to make do not smoke or not even shoot oil. If that's good, that's good. Oh yeah. So this is gonna do it for the video. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Probably it's like, oh yeah, it's just an update. But I'll see you guys in the next video, in the next update, if it works.
Azi nombri tata anto